Hello, everybody. This is Steve O'Reilly and Gail Saunders with Skinny Post TV. In today's segment, we're going to break down the AFC South and give our predictions for who we see winning that division between the Titans, Texans, Colts, and Jaguars. Gail, out of those teams, who do you see on top at the end of the season?
Well, if you're going to look back at last year and you see what they did with a third-string quarterback, I might have to go back with the Houston Texans, my man. I mean, you just have to realize that their big three are freaking ridiculous. Schaub is a trusty QB. He does well with their system. You can rely on him. He's got a great connection with Andre Johnson. I mean, I'm just so excited about seeing the Texans to be this good. I remember when they first started and they really sucked. And now they're at a all-time high. I mean, these guys could be 12-4 this season. Arian Foster, number one pick in fantasy, number one back in the NFL, possibly. With Adrian Peterson out right now, Arian Foster is your guy. And then they have great depth at running back with Ben Tate as well. And now with their defense, I think they have the pieces to fit the 3-4. Wade Phillips has done a great job with that defense and brought it around to where it needs to be, so much so that they can let a guy like Mario Williams walk. So I just really feel that defense is going to come alive again this year, and it's got to be the Texans in 2012.
Yeah, I agree. The Texans bring the big three, as I like to call it. They've got the quarterback, the wide receiver, and the running back. You got Schaub, if he's healthy and he can get through the season, unscathed, that's a huge bonus. Andre Johnson, same boat, one of the best, wide receivers in the league if he can stay healthy. And, like you said, Arian Foster gets it done in that Kubiak scheme. That's just tough to defend because you can't stack the box, you can't play too deep. They just have so many matchup problems. And as you alluded to with the defense, I don't think they're really going to miss a beat, so to speak, even with the loss of Mario Williams. Obviously, he's a great player and brings pressure, but they got so much talent on that defense, a lot of young talent, guys like Cushing, J.J. Watt, a lot of good young pieces in place. And that division right now is in a state of flux for the other teams. I don't necessarily, I'm going to have to wait and see, I'll say, until I see Jake Locker come out and do something. It sounds like he has the inside track for the Titans to be their starter. We don't know what's going to happen, with their running game. I think CJ 2K is going to get back into form. He's still a weapon, but last year he kind of fell off the map, so to speak. But I still think that he's got the talent, obviously, to succeed. But if Locker stumbles and teams start, basically when you face the Titans, you're saying we got to shut down Chris Johnson. He's the guy that we want to shut down. And if you take him away and put all of the onus on Locker to beat you, I'm not sold that he can do that. And I'm excited to see what Andrew Luck can do. All the word out of Colts camp is this kid is just remarkable. I really do think he's going to be a great NFL quarterback, but we just have to wait and see. I mean, I don't know what kind of pieces they have in place to dominate, on week in and week out. I think Chuck Pagano is going to be a great coach for them. I think he's going to change that mentality on defense. He's going to get bulkier. He's going to get bigger and more physical. But I think the Colts have a tough road to hoe because they've got really a lot of work to do to get back, into a groove and into figuring out who they are as a team. And then when you look at the Jaguars, forget it. They are going to have a long season, in my opinion, and I hate to say it, but with Jones-Drew holding out, I don't know what Gabbert's going to bring to the table. Blackman could be facing a suspension for his DUI. Unfortunately, he may start out his rookie career on the bench for a couple games if the commissioner decides that he wants to go that route. And I didn't really see any huge upgrades on their defense that makes me think oh, the Jaguars are going to be, anything formidable. So I think if the Texans just go out and play their brand of football, I think the AFC South should be theirs, pretty easily, actually.
Yeah, I mean, when you going down the line, you're talking about the Titans. I just really think when you look at a team and you don't really know who the starting quarterback is as of yet, the quarterback position isn't. I'm not sold on it yet. Locker could go through his lumps and bumps. I do love Chris Johnson. Guy's ridiculous, but I just think none of these. I actually think the Texans could go 6-0 in the division easily. With the Jags upside down right now, and who do you depend on to bring in the production that MJD brought in? And like you said, can you rely on Gabbard? Word on the streets is he's looked pretty decent in camp. I'm not gonna, it was his rookie year last year, so it's a wait and see issue with him. With the Colts, it's a rookie quarterback, a rookie head coach. They blew up the whole system almost, except for Reggie Wayne and a couple other players still there. But they have a new defense in place. You have guys like Freeney doing things that he didn't do his whole career. So it's going to be a wait and see on that as well. But I'm going to have to say they're going to have more wins than they did last year. They could double it, maybe 4 wins. But it's got to be Texans all the way. I mean, that division looks so easily won.
Yeah.
So
I agree wholeheartedly. Well, there you have it. For the AFC South, this is Steve O'Reilly. That's Gail Saunders for Skinny Post TV. And as always, we're giving you the skinny 24/7.